So bringing you around the device, this has everything the M8 has in terms of the operating system. So you've got your HTC Sense 6, you can pan over into your Blink feed and get all your latest news. It integrates with fitness devices like Fitbit. So that very useful feature. Not one that I use myself that often, to be honest. But basically everything that's on the M8 is here pretty much in HTC Sense 6. You've got your vertical app drawer as opposed to horizontally swiping left or right like on stock Android. And I think I prefer overall this vertical look rather than painting left and right. Um, so in terms of that processor, like we said on Antutu, it gets a score of 16735, which is pretty good. It places it just below the Samsung Galaxy S3. So if we look here, you got your S3, your Note 2, your HTC One, S4, and then up at the very top you've got the latest HTC One M8, which is still the leader of the pack. So that's not too bad. And as I said, it runs all the games that you're going to want to run, so there's no problems there. Some of the stuff that is missing on this is the suite of sensors that allows you to basically swipe the screen while it's off to wake the device. So they're gone, so you'll be just using the power button on the top. But now that the device is smaller in the hand, it is that much easier to kind of to grip and to hold it. So that's a good thing. The camera, again, as I said, has changed. It's now a 13 megapixel sensor on it, which is a better camera. So you actually are getting a better camera on this than you are on the M8, in my opinion, because of that extra detail that you're going to have. On the M8, you have much more options here when you come into this predefined menu here. But now you just have camera, video, and the selfie function. Some of the other options in here have changed just a little bit. You're not going to have all the 3D effects, adding snowdrop or snowflakes and leaves to 3D images that you've taken. But for the most part, everything is there. You can add your filters, you can mess around with white balance and the ISO and all that kind of stuff. So not too bad. I mean, it's fairly typical camera app, so you won't go far wrong. Settings, if you pull down with two fingers from the top, you get into your settings menu, or if you do pull down with just one finger, you get your notification drawer. So into the settings, you can customize this as much as you want and add things, take things away. If we come in here, we just show you, so we can get that to focus. It comes with 16 gigabyte of storage, with about 5.5 used out of the box. So you're going to want to augment that with some micro SD storage, or you're going to run out of space fairly quick. I haven't found any issues really using this over the last week or so. Battery life is going to see you probably plugging it in towards the late evening, depending on what time you get up in the morning, obviously. And my usage would be a lot of Twitter, some web, some video watching, so and some emails, but primarily using apps like Twitter. But that saw me just really needing to give it a supplemental top up of power, just kind of in the late evening, which is not too bad. The gallery app is very nice actually. HTC have done a good job, and it looks nice. I can't complain about that. There really is nothing too much you can complain about this. For some, maybe the size now may be an issue. It's a 4.5, so 4.5 inch screen, so it's fairly typical size device these days. But a lot of people now are leaning towards the slightly bigger device. So maybe the M8 is more preferable to them. Just to give you an idea, this is not an M8, but this is one of the previous HTC One devices, and that's the HTC One Max. And even without this OtterBox around it, you can see there's a considerable size difference between 4.5 inch screen and a 5.9 inch screen. considerable size difference. But that's going to be too big for most people. So out you go. So overall, it's a great device. No idea of prices just yet, but it will be going on sale very soon in the next couple of weeks. So just stay tuned to irelandstechnologyblog.com.